welcome to Doni Jones Live, where we have a real conversation about what it takes to build a beautiful life. We have an amazing show today, and we're not only going to talk about building a beautiful life, we're going to talk about building a beautiful wardrobe, because we have a wonderful lady that has built her own business, and she is showing other women how to look their best. And I'm talking about the most amazing image architect I've ever met in this day and age, Miss Kimberly Harden. How are you doing? And welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
such a pleasure.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Now, you know, it's funny because I hear people's story and I'm like, okay, image architect, what image architect? She must be really good at her job. And I needed an image architect. And you actually were referred to me by a lady that works for me that just heard your story and saw what you were doing to help women. And I said, oh my goodness, let me look into this. And voila. Here you are. You are absolutely amazing. Tell the people a little bit about yourself so they can find out what I'm so excited about.
So my name is Kimberly Harden, and I am an image consultant and a personal stylist. And basically what that is I'm a wardrobe whisperer, basically. And what that means is I help people up-level their look, find their ideal style. I give them tips, strategies, and tools that empowers them to go out and bring their best forward. We only have a few, like 3 seconds to make a lasting impression. Right. So with that being said, what does that look like? You're your own marketing and branding person and personnel. So why not use that? Right. So that's what I do. I help people in the civic environments, scholastic environments, business, anything that you can think of. Right. So that's what I do, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
And how did you get started doing something like this? Because something like that would never even cross my mind, because I don't consider myself a very stylish person. And so obviously you have been stylish since birth, I would assume.
Well, it did come naturally. Just quickly, my background is architecture and construction. So my undergrad and grad are in architecture, and I am a project manager of construction. So what does that look like? What does that mean? Basically, if you think of a body and a building, they're the same. Absolutely. You have a foundation, you have an interior and exterior. I typically start with the interior. But you think about colors, shapes, sizes, proportions. All of those things are very key in making your exterior, your physical edifice, if you will, flow and go. Well, you know what? We're gonna flow and we're gonna go, because I want you to do the same thing for me. You know, and it wasn't just that I was excited about people hearing your story, which you do have a fascinating story, but you know, as somebody that's more in the media now and that's out there trying to make a difference, I felt like I needed to up my image and I needed to work on myself. And with that said, I said, I need to talk to this Kimberly Harden. Absolutely. So when we come back from the break, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to talk about helping me upscale my image. Okay? Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Wonderful. But before we go, tell people how they can get in contact with you. I can be reached at kdharden.com. Wonderful. And if they wanted to call, do you prefer just them reach out to you on your website? Absolutely. And the reason why is because there are things that are changing, things that are up leveling. We're doing things always to up level our brand as well. So we have events and everything on there. So that changes from time to time. Absolutely. So we just keep it consistent. Well, that's how y'all get in contact with her then. But we're going to take a break and we'll be right back, and we're going to watch how Kim takes care of me. Absolutely. All right. Bye-bye. Stay tuned. Yes. You know, I appreciate what you were telling me about my wardrobe and stuff. I just kind of feel like, you know, there's this business side of me, and then there's that personal side of me, and then I got the tree service side. And just sometimes I don't even know where to start, you know? Absolutely. So this is how I typically start. And the body of my work is from the inside out. So it's very organic. It starts most times with the conversation, me getting to know you, and me. And then from there, I'm able to pick up some of the things that you like, don't like. Some of the things, of course, that you want to move towards. Definitely things that you want to move away from. And that's just as basic as just us talking, like we've been doing. And then also some of the things that you think, some people don't like to show their arms, or some people don't like to wear low. I don't want to say none of this. No, I'm just kidding, girl. Well, we're going to have to see that, because that's part of your body.
But we'll work it out to where your best attributes are going to be brought out for what it is that you want to show and what you want to do. I think one of the main things I really, really, really would like to focus on, and we pretty much talked about this, but it's so very cool that you're an arborist. I think it's absolutely fantabulous.
Thank you.
So I want to make sure that that comes out.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that we're touching on that.
Okay.
And again, I typically start in a person's closet. I think that there are jewels that are in there.
Okay.
And a lot of people think
you ain't been in my closet. I don't know what jewels. This is what's in my closet.
And the reason why that is very key is because most people, their style is in their closet. So when you just go to a rack, when you go out to the mall without even starting, first of all, it's wasteful.
Right.
And then there are things that we're going to build on.
Okay.
I don't believe in just getting a full-fledged new wardrobe for no reason.
Okay. Well, let's do. I mean, we can go take a look at my wardrobe. Let's do this.
Let's see.
Okay. The fact is, I have not cleaned up my closet.
That's fine.
So
I want it right as you are.
Is my closet.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a t-shirt girl. You can see about the t-shirts.
Gotcha.
I love denim.
Okay.
And got a funny story about the denim. I got a sack of denim over there, and I got some denim over there.
Okay.
Because in the last few years, I've fluctuated on the low end, 8 to 10, on up to 14, 16. So.
I'm telling you, I am the song that plays in the back of my head for every single person that I meet before I meet them is "I'm Every Woman," because you have every single
yes.
Just go ahead and shake it in, shake it in. Because everybody has almost every size that they have been in their closet.
Yeah.
Either you're going to get to that, or you want to get back to
the ones that with the tags on, or the ones that I eventually will get to. So, I'm gonna be a size 6, y'all.
I have never claimed that. I've never professed that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: as far as your business is concerned, I see that you do have, and I'm looking at your red shirts. We do have,
and this is actually a men's shirt. So, but it's one of those shirts that it, covers
everything. You're ready to go.
Yeah. So I wear a bunch of those in the winter. You'll see me probably 99.99% of the time with one of these on in the winter.
Gotcha.
And I have a lighter version of these. And with the kind of work that I do, I'm in people's backyards, and sometimes they have ticks and bushes with briars in it. So even in the summer, I will wear a long sleeve shirt, but it's like It's like made something like this. Okay, this isn't the right color, but I don't see it up here. But it's like that thinner material. So I wear something like that in the summer.
Gotcha.
That I can just kind of pull the sleeves up so I don't look like a crazy person. And then when I go into a backyard that has briars or bushes, I just pull the sleeves down. Or I'll wear a shirt like this where I just pull the sleeves up and pull them down depending on how hot it is.
So so this is where we are with we're going to start with your business now. So with what you have now, so you already have a personal brand, a personal color, and that's red.
Yes.
So we're fine with that. Tell me what you would like to up level on that look.
Well, I just to be 100% transparent, this looks like a men's shirt.
I was going
it honestly does look like a men's shirt. So some way to feminize this, and the people that I buy my shirts from, they got all different types that you can buy, but I don't know what style to get. Like they've got shirts like this that are more tapered, but the ones that I've got that are in my size, they don't fit right in the shoulder. Like if I get the shoulders right, like an extra large or something like that, then it doesn't fit around here, so I'm having a hard time with the feminine brand of that particular line. Brand of that particular line.
So the easy fit to that is that we just need a women's shirt, because what it's going to do is going to contour your area in the midsection.
Okay.
And if it's a t-shirt, they call them baby tees.
I got baby tees, and let me tell you what.
But you have to be careful.
It looks like I'm having a baby.
And I was about to say, baby tees, you have to be careful because, of course, since they're fitted, your girl regions and everything do kind of pop out. So not a problem. We'll just have to get a perfect fit for you. And the other thing too is that
up here.
As much as you will be wearing them, as much as they will be a uniform for you, all we do is get them altered to the fit of you.
Thought about altering my shirts.
And I have great people that do alterations, and it's a easy breezy. So this is a very easy fit.
Okay.
And the other thing too is that your shoe, if you are
You don't even want to look at my shoes, girl.
No. We're going to do a
Because for work, I generally will wear a work boot.
Yes.
Or I will wear a, I fell in love with these soles. And it's like a women's work boot, and it's cute. It's a wedge, but it looks like a work boot, but it's more feminine. But the ones I got are tore from the floor up. I need to order some more.
That's all. That's a perfect look. One thing I will say that will probably take your look a little bit further is to make sure that you are in darker color pants. Okay. This brings your whole level look up.
Okay.
The light colored pants.
I like the lighter denim.
Light is fine, however,
Okay.
it is just a little bit more of a professional look.
To wear the
A darker color.
Now, what about this color?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
And they call them like indigo or what have you.
Okay.
Once you start getting into lighters, then they end up looking more casual.
I know.
So you can just buy these in bulk. These are like some cargo kind of pants also. Perfect. If they fit, all is well, safe and rest. You are already on top of it.
Okay.
So the key here today is a great fitting shirt.
Okay.
A great fitting blouse. A great fitting whatever that is.
Okay, and I can order those. Because as you can see, I ordered a bazillion of these.
Absolutely.
And the funny thing is I'm starting to lose weight.
Yes.
So as I lose weight, my clothes are not fitting like they used to anyway.
Sure.
So that's becoming like a shirt that I was comfortable in to one that I'm being swallowed up in now.
One of the other things that I work with my clients on, transition.
Okay.
I am a great proponent for transitioning from day to night.
Okay.
So the only thing that you really have to focus on, and if you start thinking of like, I call them, I don't know if you remember back in the day, they were called garanimals, where you would take one color and it would just be like green on green on green on green. It was like red on red on red on red.
Yeah.
So really, I just think of it as piecing together.
Okay.
So I start with like a base, and for right now, looking at your base is going to be like a black, and your base is going to be a red.
Okay.
And I would just say kind of build on that. So what that means is you have a great Tory Burch shoe here. The only thing that I would say is going from business to personal.
I can't wear these to work though, because all day.
And I get it, and that's my point.
Okay.
You have on your great work boot, but if you have to flip and go to say it's a networking event,
yes,
you can switch out to another blouse or top.
Okay.
That has some type of red accents in it.
As opposed to going with my basic black that I usually go with.
Or, so you are not necessarily going to your next location with a blue jean top on.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it, but if you're up leveling your look, or you're going into, say, it's a place of business where you want to just seem a little bit more polished.
Yes.
You have that look already ready to go.
Okay.
A portfolio, and you just switch your shirt out.
Okay.
And then I do a lot of, I wear a lot of tank tops too. So you can have like a black pant, a black tank top. Okay. And then you could have like a blouse that's red. It's still your branded colors.
Yes.
And then some of the things that you have, some of your paraphernalia. I don't know if you have them, but it could be a portfolio that actually has your name on it. That's branded. Okay. You can do a cell phone cover or an iPad cover that has your name on it. So you're black and red with your personal branded colors.
Yes,
but you're not coming in as your
company, as your
shirt.
I never even thought about that.
So the little things that you can do that actually says this is who I am every single day.
And it's funny you mentioned that, because I do whenever I do go to a networking event, I do carry an iPad. You know, I use a lot of times I'll carry a yellow pad or a portfolio, black portfolio. But honestly, with today's technology, I'll just take notes on my iPad. So that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mr. Marketing Guy, I'm going to have to get you to make one of those too for me.
Not a problem. You know,
he's going to watch this and be like, okay, let me order this.
Absolutely. Another thing I would say is, and this is quickly, I typically start with what we already have in your closet. And I would say I start with, and this is fine, but what I do is I do color code as well. Meaning,
so I need to color coordinate this closet.
Yes. Okay. And what it ends up happening is you end up doing garanimals by just you looking at them. Okay. And what I mean by that is I start with like the colors of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Now, do you actually go into people's houses, or
I absolutely do that?
Okay.
Well, it depends, because I work with whomever I work with however they need to be assisted.
I would need your help.
Not a problem. And sometimes I do virtual.
Okay.
So some of my clients are not in the Atlanta metro area.
Okay.
So I give them homework assignments, and then we can walk through. We can do either a Zoom or on the phone. That's why I have my phone out to take notes.
And once again, how do people get in contact with you? Because this is fascinating information.
Absolutely. So you can contact me at kdharden.com. And of course, my name is Kimberly Harden. There are 5,000 Kimberlys. So as unique as I am, there are 5,000 million Kimberly Harden.
Yes.
So it's kdharden.com.
Got it.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay.
So that's how we would start here. We would just start with your shirts. And what I mean literally is taking things that are red, putting them together. Things that are black, blue, and it becomes. See, this is a skirt in here. So we would move skirts and pants. So what would we do? And I start from I typically start like from head to toe.
Yeah.
How you get dressed.
Okay. Okay.
And this is how I get dressed. And so it translates the same way. So I would start with the colors.
Okay.
But I start with,
I noticed I got so many. I've never noticed. I've got all dark colors.
Listen, and that's why you put them together, because once you see what you have, it eradicates you going to look for anything else. People say, well, how do you have so many shoes that are off the beaten path?
Yeah.
Well, I put myself on black shoe probation. This was years ago. Not that I don't have black shoes, but that was the go-to. And it's because it wasn't in order.
Yeah.
It wasn't in order, and you couldn't see and you couldn't feel it.
Yeah.
So once you do this, and I'm just going to do this quickly.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a few.
And I can move my guitar.
No, that's fine. I don't want to get in the way of progress here. But I'm trying to pull out all
This
shirts.
is amazing.
See, so these are like skirts.
Okay.
So we're moving all skirts together.
Now, do you color coordinate the skirts?
I do. Every single thing.
The shirts are all
I'm going to
color
put them with
coordinated?
shirts.
Okay.
So we would do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, indigo.
Okay.
And I also do it to where it's tank top. I'm going by sleeves.
Okay.
So it's tank top, a little bit of a sleeve, no sleeve, or what have you. So that's
almost like you're going to a store.
Like you're going to a store.
Okay.
And what that does is you're able to stand back and you're able to put things together in different sections and functions.
Okay.
A lot of times people think you have to have a lot of clothes or you have to do this. It's not.
And see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
no, you don't.
Okay.
And that's why I said there are gems in here.
Okay.
Because right now what I see, and we haven't gone through to put everything together, but right now I see something that's aqua. Well, I see this that's aqua. I don't know what it is. It might be a pant or a skirt or something, but today, just say, it makes it
could
easy.
actually be a little outfit.
It could have been an outfit if this was a shirt, but your aqua would be here.
Okay.
So what I would do is I would look to see, well, say you wore this week.
Okay.
So you wore a black something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this has black, it has this white, it has this blue.
Okay.
So do you see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
as you begin to put things together, you also deconstruct and reconstruct at the same time.
Okay.
So it's raining, it's about to rain today. So you might not want to wear skirts. So you just jump all the way over the skirts and you go into pants.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So you start clicking more quickly. Everything is organized.
This stuff. This
Everything is already ready to go.
Yeah.
And again, for you, especially because again, you had meetings this morning, you have this now, you have some meetings this afternoon.
Yes.
It's so easy for you to just grab a shirt that is going to be your work outfit, work attire.
Right. Like as soon as we finish, I'm throwing a red shirt on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All you have to do is have a change of shoes in the car. Your Tory Burches could be in the car and you're ready to go to your next appointment.
Okay.
So again, it's thinking ahead, making it easier, and just planning what it is you're doing.
Okay.
But it's with intent, it's with purpose, and that's why we do not start at the mall. Same thing with your shirts and t-shirts.
Okay.
Same thing with your shoes.
I gotta do something with those shirts and t-shirts.
Not a problem. Same thing. Your boots are already together. I would say to do the same thing with your shoes.
Okay.
And once you see what you have, you're able to build on it.
Okay. That's what I need to do. I'm sitting here in shock because I would have never thought to start in my own closet ever.
Simple tips
And every
strategies.
other person I've ever, because I've been working on my show and working on the tree service. So over the years, I've kind of mentioned to people that, I need to work on this, I need to work. And they're like, oh, I'm a personal shopper. I can go to the mall with you.
Oh, no.
And my brain automatically shuts down because I'm like, I don't want to go to the mall. But I know in my mind, I thought, okay, well, that's what I'm supposed to do.
No.
So once I get in the mindset, So you got my attention just by you saying, listen, we could start with what you've got.
Yep.
That's amazing. Absolutely
so there are a few more things that I would like to do with your closet. Okay. We'll do them. And what I would probably do just for you is to switch everything that is work related to one side.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be, I say like one side, so you're looking at work.
Okay.
Because it's going to be about the same.
It is. And we got shelves to fill up. I threw a lot of stuff out because I went from like a 14, 16 to where I can play around with some 12s now.
Understood.
So because mentally I didn't want to go back, I threw a bunch of stuff out.
Perfect.
So we've got room to shop, but I would love to start where we're at.
Well, this is, like I said, this is just the starting point.
Okay.
The organization, I would say your color coordination, and then the sky is the limit. Once you see what you have, there are just certain things that you have to kind of build on. And from there, and this is a perfect time because you are right in the beginning of the spring, summer.
Yes.
I'm thinking you'll be going on vacation. So as you get these tips, once you start getting these tips together, it'll be easy to go in, grab what you need, and come out. It's not where you feel like a prisoner in your closet. That's what I say. But a lot of people, someone said that to me. I feel like a prisoner in my closet. I'm like, oh wow.
Well, they probably had more stuff than I did.
No, it's not the amount. And I'll tell you, there's a science or there's a rationale behind. I think it's called capsule wardrobe.
Okay.
And you pick like 33 items, and from there you build a whole wardrobe, and then from there, like it's a spring, summer, winter. The only thing to me that I don't like is that that's so very limiting.
Right.
And for some people, it's great.
Y'all.
And minimalism is good.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a smaller closet, smaller wardrobe. But to me, it makes me think even harder.
Yeah.
So that's a train of thought. And I've said that I was going to do that. I was going to just try mine. And from time to time, I just get tired of wearing different things, but it just comes.
Right. But see, you have a natural knack for it. For me, if I'm going out, I'm going to wear a piece of denim and a cute shirt under and this. And if I'm going to work, I'm wearing red with some jeans.
I promise you.
And I would love your help. Well, breaking out of that mold.
I'm here with you. We've already started. We're going to do some work here in the closet.
Wonderful.
And I promise you, just with the things that you said just today, like you get it, you see it, and it becomes easier for you to work it.
Yeah. And I actually don't have that panic attack thing going where I'm like, okay, I'm not a fashion person. I actually am looking forward to that. And for that, I thank you.
You are so very welcome.
We're going to have some fun, girl.
We are. I'm ready to go.
And y'all stay tuned. We're going to get a shot of this closet after she gets a hold to it.
Yes, indeed.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome back. We are talking to Kimberly Harden and her program and her business. And tell the people once again that your business name and how to get in contact with you. And then we'll get into a little bit of who Kimberly Harden is.
Well, my name is Kimberly Harden, and I am your image architect and a personal stylist. Also a personal shopper, but basically what I do is just help women up-level their look, depending on just what it is. It's business, pleasure, public speakers, civic speakers, what have you.
But you mentioned something that you were also looking at getting into was how to help people in the lawyers help their clients.
Absolutely.
I never even thought about something like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing you do that too.
Yes.
So
we're expanding in multiple ways as the need arises. Right. This was an organic way how I started this business.
Yeah.
And so this is just one of those things that organically came to me. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a little bit of research on that. So,
yes. And how did you start your business? Because entrepreneurship is like my heart. It's what I love doing and talking about.
So thank you for asking. What actually happened is all of my life, at some point or another, someone will say a couple of things that people would end up stopping me to say. I would never have thought to put that together. That's a really cool concept on what you did with that. Can you help me? Or I have no idea where to start. Yeah. You always look so put together.
Yeah.
So and you somewhere, do. Well, I appreciate that. So somewhere along there has been like, okay, well, it's something that I can do. It's definitely something that people need. It's definitely a necessity. And Well, it started as a hobby. So I'm like, people are asking me for this service, and it brings me such joy to give people the tips and the tools and the strategies. Why not make it a business?
Absolutely.
So from there, it just grew.
And I love that. I love the fact that you took something that you're naturally good at and you made it into a business. And that's what I tell people to do. People are always like, well, I want to start a small business, but I don't know what to do.
Yes.
What are you good at? What do people compliment you on?
Yes.
What kind of comes naturally to you? Like I've always liked talking to people. Mm-hmm. I've always liked sales. And I've always liked being outside. Voila. I grew up in the tree care industry. I'm outside. I get to talk to people. It's what I do.
No
same
brainer.
thing with this show. It's kind of no-brainer. So it's like you did the same thing. Now, what were some of the challenges that you ran into with starting your own business?
So absolutely, hands down, time management and my mindset.
Yeah.
I'm from the school of thought where you go to school, you get good grades, you work for a great company, and then you retire.
Right.
Well, we know that after, say, 9/11, that whole paradigm shifted.
Yeah.
And from there, it just became, I just saw all of my friends, myself included, we were just running. It was just like a hamster on a wheel.
Yeah.
You never had enough time. You were always behind the 8 ball. It was something that you were always supposed to be doing.
Right.
And no one's heart was happy. Nobody was filled. Everyone just looked like walking zombies, the Walking Dead.
But I think that's, if you go downtown and you go during lunch break, that's what people look like. Or at the beginning of the workday, they're like zombies going into their offices and then zombies leaving their offices.
It's very sad.
And I'm like, life is so much more exciting than what I'm seeing people do on a day-to-day basis,
I'll tell you another thing too. In 2014, I was laid off, and I knew that I was at that position way too long. Yeah. I was not working in my God-given talents. And I kept saying, I need to. I didn't have an entrepreneurial background. My parents had, they worked for other people. They weren't entrepreneurs. So I didn't know the background behind how to make that.
But you knew you needed to do something.
I knew my soul wasn't happy.
Yeah.
My soul was not happy.
Yeah.
And so it was really funny. I ended up coaching the HR woman who was like, hey, Kimberly, so, this is, the new structure and organization of the company. And so from there, I just said, this is my time to go and not look back.
That's right.
And I'll tell you another thing. During this time frame, I have figured out how to do what I love. And how they say in the very beginning, do something that you love without getting paid.
Right.
So I've done that. I figured out how to get paid.
Right.
I figured out how to keep the lights on. I figured out what my source really, really is.
Right.
And I just love the service of helping people, empowering people. And
it shows through your attitude and it shows through what you do. I mean, it just, like even now just sitting here, your passion permeates, it's oozing out of your pores. And that's when you know you're in your zone. That's when you know you're in your element, Yes. And I want to thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank
and
you
we're going to find out a little bit more about you. We're going to talk about the clothing. We're going to talk about, upscaling my closet, but we're also going to talk a little bit more about you in our upcoming show. But I just want to thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for
helping me get the ball rolling on what do you call it? Up leveling?
Up leveling.
Up leveling my look. So, and it means a lot. And for people, once again, to get in contact with you, how do we do that?
So I can be reached at kdharden.com. And again, my name is Kimberly Harden. And just look me up. I'm here to help and always willing to serve.
Wonderful. And you guys, thanks for joining in. We appreciate the opportunity to come to you every week and to plant a seed, follow your passion, do what this woman does. There's something that you're good at, okay? And that you're passionate about. Try to take a little bit of that and start something of your own that you can do, that you can call your own. Not everything has to be this big hoopla of a deal. Sometimes it could just be you taking the first step to whatever your dream is. Once again, thank you for joining us this week, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Bye for now.
Yes, all right.